What if I told you that you've been wasting money on dumbbells when your own body weight can build more muscle faster? Most people think you need heavy iron to get jacked. Gyms want you to believe that. Supplement companies want you to believe that. But the science says something completely different. Today, we're exposing the 5 calisthenics exercises that are scientifically proven to outperform dumbbells for muscle size, strength, and real-world athleticism. Stay until the end, because number 3 is the one most people completely ignore, and it might be the most powerful muscle builder on this list. Before we dive in, let's address the elephant in the room. Calisthenics has a branding problem. People see it as beginner stuff, push-ups in your bedroom, sit-ups before bed. But here's what those people don't know. Elite gymnasts, military special forces, and professional fighters have trained exclusively with bodyweight for decades. And they are some of the most muscular, powerful humans on the planet. The truth is, muscle doesn't care where the resistance comes from. It only responds to tension, time under tension, and progressive overload. And calisthenics delivers all 3 often better than a pair of dumbbells ever could. So let's break down the 5 exercises that make this possible. Exercise number 1. The Archer Push-Up. The Archer Push-Up is a unilateral variation of the standard push-up. You extend one arm out straight to the side, while the other arm does the work, essentially loading nearly your entire body weight onto a single pec and tricep. Here's where things get interesting. The average person can dumbbell press about 60 to 70% of their body weight. But in an Archer push-up, you're pressing 80 to 90% of your body weight unilaterally. That's more load, more instability, and more muscle fiber recruitment than most people hit in a chest day at the gym. Studies on unilateral training show it activates stabilizer muscles at 3 to 4 times the rate of bilateral exercises. Your rotator cuffs, serratus anterior, and deep core are all firing muscles that dumbbell pressing never fully reaches. Start in a wide push-up position. Extend your right arm fully to the side. Bend your left elbow and lower your chest toward your left hand. Push back up. That's 1 rep. Keep your extended arm locked and your core tight throughout. Aim for 3 sets of 6 to 10 reps per side. Once that gets easy, you're well on your way to the one-arm push-up, the holy grail of upper body calisthenics. Exercise number 2, ring or bar dips. Dips are a compound pushing movement performed on parallel bars or gymnastic rings. You lower your body by bending the elbows, then press back to the starting position. Lean forward for more chest. Stay upright for more triceps. Dips on rings take this to an entirely different level. The instability of the rings forces your pecs, triceps, and shoulders to work in 3 dimensions, not just the single plane that dumbbells operate in. Research comparing ring dips to bench press found that ring training produced significantly higher muscle activation in the stabilizing muscles while delivering equal or greater load to the primary movers. You're essentially bench pressing your body with no spotter needed and full range of motion. And here's the kicker. You can progressively overload dips by adding a weight vest or dip belt. So the "you can't progressively overload bodyweight" argument falls completely flat here. Grip the bars or rings shoulder width apart. Lower yourself slowly, take 3 full seconds going down. Go until your upper arms are parallel to the floor. Press back up explosively. Avoid shrugging your shoulders at the top. Target 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps. For hypertrophy, slow the descent to 4 seconds. Exercise number 3, pike push-up, 2 handstand push-up progression. This is the one we promised you. The handstand push-up is the most underrated shoulder building movement in existence. The progression starts with pike push-ups and builds 2 full handstand push-ups against a wall. When you do a handstand push-up, you are pressing 100% of your body weight overhead vertically. The average overhead dumbbell press uses 30 to 50% of body weight. That's not even close. The vertical pressing angle targets the lateral and anterior deltoid head with an intensity that seated dumbbell presses simply cannot replicate. Gymnasts and hand balancers are legendary for their boulder shoulders, and it's not because of cables or dumbbells. It's this movement. Additionally, the balance and proprioception demanded by handstand work trains your nervous system to fire muscles with extraordinary precision, something passive, guided dumbbell movements never challenge. Week 1 to 2, pike push-ups form a triangle with your hips high. Week 3 to 4, elevate your feet on a chair. Week 5 to 6, feet against a wall. Week 7 plus, aim for full wall handstand push-ups. Each stage is a legitimate shoulder workout in itself. Exercise number 4, Australian pull-ups bodyweight rows. The Australian pull-up, also called the bodyweight row or inverted row, is performed under a low bar or table. Your body is nearly horizontal, and you pull your chest up to the bar. Think of it as a horizontal pull, the opposite of a push-up. Dumbbell rows are excellent, but they only work one side at a time and require a bench to brace against. The Australian pull-up trains both sides, simultaneously with a full mid-back and scapular retraction that's hard to replicate with dumbbells. Because your entire body weight acts as the load and your feet stay on the ground. You can adjust intensity by changing the angle. The more horizontal you are, the harder it gets. This scalability makes it perfect for both beginners and advanced athletes. EMG studies show that the inverted row activates the middle trapezius and rhomboids significantly more than the dumbbell row, meaning it's better for posture correction and building that thick, dense upper back look. Find a bar at waist height. Hang underneath it with straight arms, body rigid like a plank. Pull your chest to the bar. Squeeze at the top for 1 second. Lower slowly. For more intensity, elevate your feet on a chair. Target 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Focus on slow, controlled reps, not speed. Exercise number 5, the Pseudo planche push-up. The Pseudo planche push-up looks like a regular push-up until you notice the hands are positioned near the hips instead of the shoulders. This shift completely changes the mechanics of the movement, turning it into one of the most advanced and effective bodyweight exercises for upper body mass. By moving your hands backward, you dramatically increase the lever arm for your shoulders and chest. You're effectively pushing against your own body's momentum, creating resistance equivalent to a heavy incline press, but with zero equipment. This movement also builds straight arm strength, a type of strength that pure dumbbell training never develops. Straight arm strength is what separates a strong gym goer from a true calisthenics athlete. It trains the tendons, ligaments, and muscle insertions in ways that no bent arm dumbbell movement can. Place your hands beside your hips, fingers pointing forward or slightly outward. Lean your body weight forward. This is key. Lower your chest toward the floor while keeping your elbows close to your body. Push back up while maintaining the forward lean throughout the entire movement. Start with just the forward lean, hold 3 sets of 20 seconds, then add reps. Even 5 clean reps of a true pseudo planche push-up will leave your chest and shoulders pumped like never before. There you have it, 5 calisthenics exercises that don't just compete with dumbbells. They outperform them. The archer push-up, ring dips, the handstand push-up progression, Australian pull-ups, and the pseudo planche push-up. The gym industry has spent decades convincing you that more equipment means more muscle. But your body is the most sophisticated piece of training equipment ever built. Learn to use it, and the results will shock you. If you found this video valuable, smash that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people. You're done overpaying for gym memberships they don't need. Subscribe if you want more science-backed calisthenics content every week. And drop a comment below. Which of these 5 are you trying first? Until next time, train smart, stay consistent, and remember, the best gym you'll ever have is the one you carry with you everywhere.